Hi, this is Asiya Smith, and I'm going to talk to you about a very, very personal topic for me, and that is overcoming depression. I first went through depression when I was 10 years old. It was around the time of the economic recession back in 2008, and it was a very hard time for me. New school, because our old school said that we had to move there, and then my dad losing his job, all of it was really, really hard. And I remember being so in the beginning trying to just be happy and just, kind of just force myself to smile. But then as time progressed, I seemed less and less happy, and I eventually reached a point where I was just really, really sad a few months into it. And I just felt like gradually I was becoming less and less happy. And have you ever gone from being a very happy, cheerful person, and then through all the years of trauma and letdown, you become a slowly less happy, less enthusiastic person? Because that's the feeling that I'm going through right now. And at the time, it was really, really hard. And I would sometimes spend time in my room crying. I remember thinking, because I was also bullied at this time. And I thought, well, you know what? If they're bullying me, then maybe it is true. Maybe I am ugly. Maybe I am a loser. And then once I regained confidence in myself, it took about 10 months to fully regain confidence in myself. I worked, and I remember at one point I almost gave up. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to be able to do it. I guess this is just how it is. And I eventually reached a point when I turned 11. I was like, you know what? I'm going to keep fighting until I get it. And I worked. And boy, it was the most amazing feeling in the world once I overcame depression. I honestly thought that nothing would ever be able to compare to that moment, the depression that I had gone through. I would force myself to go to school every day, force myself to get up and take a shower, force myself to put my clothes on, force myself to brush my teeth, and force myself to do my hair because I just really, really didn't feel up to par. If you don't feel up to par, that can make or break you. But if you push through and keep going, you can do it. You can accomplish anything you put your mind to it. Don't ever let anyone tell you that you're not strong enough or that you're a loser. When they say only the strong will survive, they're not kidding. From the time we are very, very young till mostly the rest of our lives, we probably are going to be in competition in one way or another, and not necessarily intentionally. You are going to have to compete with other people for a job. You're going to have to compete with other people to be the top student if that's the title that you're going after. You're going to have to fight for your ranking in anything you do. And there's other people who are going to be competing against you for that spot. I think the hardest part of depression that no one talks about is that you just reach a point where you hit rock bottom. So for months, it was just forcing myself to get through the day. And eventually, my friends stopped talking to me because no one really wants to be around a negative Nancy. And then, even when, for the few that had managed to stick around, we just stopped talking. And so, it was around May of 2009. I got to go on a Disney trip, and that was nice. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna work to regain confidence in myself. So, the rest of the year, I did that. And then closer to around the end of it, I was like, you know what, I got this. And I remember I'm sorry, it was just the best feeling in the world. Because for so long, you hated yourself and you hated everything about yourself and everything you see in the mirror. And then you finally reach the point where you believe in yourself and you regain confidence in yourself that you once thought you would never regain. You never, ever, ever felt that you would be able to be the person that you once were. And even if you're not 100% who you once were, you rediscover who you are and you find yourself and you realize that, you know, I'm pretty awesome. And I don't need anyone to tell me that. I have to accept myself as I am. There's not a soul alive that can ever get me down. I mean, you have to understand that self-worth is something you have to discover yourself. Your mom can't do it for you, your dad can't do it for you, your brother or sister can't do it for you. You have to discover that. You have to understand that you do matter and that you are worthy. Do you really think that a lot of the celebrities that you see that are so big and successful easily got those parts? No. take Selena Gomez. Actress Selena Gomez had struggled to deal with her parents' divorce when she was really little, and then she said that her mom was having to work 3 jobs just to make ends meet, and she was in Texas and it was really, really hard, and it just felt like she would never see light at the end of the tunnel. And she had went in for an audition, and she was a small child, an elementary girl, and she was actually rejected, and she was told she would never be strong enough to carry on her own show. Well, eventually she had landed her first role, and she became a breakout star one day after several tries, and she finally got it. I think the moral of this story is to never give up on your dreams, because if you do, you will never be able to discover your full potential and succeed. Don't let other people ever tear you down or tell you that you can't do it. Instead of saying you can't, say that you can. Believe in yourself and you'll go far. Thank you for watching. This is Asiyah Smith, and if you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe.